All right, we're going to learn today. I'm going to teach you how to make a song or a beat with a synth and some vocals in FL Studio in under 20 minutes. Let's go. Welcome to FL Studio, and I'm your host, Rick, D-O-G-G. All right, the first thing you're going to do here is you're going to open up a new project, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go to File. Once you open up FL Studio, you're going to go to here, click File, go to Minimal, Basic 808, No Limiter, okay? We're not going to save that. We're not saving that project. Okay, we're going to start by just getting a basic intro here. These buttons are important. So say you show up to FL Studio, it is a blank screen. You're like, what is this? Where do I put my music? This is how you toggle on and off your playlist arrangement. This is your track list, and then they're over time. Okay, that's what that is. So you have all your notes and sounds will go in these little boxes, or you have waveforms in there. Okay. The next one is your piano roll. Okay, this is off my screen, so I'm going to bring it up into my screen. There we go. And we'll talk about that in a minute. This is basically a keyboard or a piano spread out over time. So over the time. Time is this way. Okay, next thing we're going to look at is the channel rack. This is where our basic 808 went. Okay, it's right in here. Your kick, your clap, your hat, and your snare. Okay. And then you've got your mixer. Your mixer is this button. We'll pop it up and put it over here so we can kind of get a view of it while we're working. If you have multiple screens, you can detach these by clicking here and then hit this detach with a check mark by it, and you'll be able to move it, which is pretty dope. And then you can put it on a different screen. I can't record more than one screen right now, so this is why it's all kind of on one, which is normal for most people. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get started here. We're going to throw in a beat first. We're going to use our drum. We'll start with the kick. This here is your metronome. This here is your beats per minute. So we're going to start this project, and I'm thinking 115, just because it's what I've been doing. So, and then we'll hit this. Is going to give you a count in. Okay, well, actually, we're not going to use that now. We don't even need it. We'll hit play and let our metronome run. Okay, so we hear that metronome in the background. I'm going to add a kick to this here. So what you want to do now is I highlighted this green. I want to hit plus here with our patterns, and I want to hit kick. So I'm going to type in kick, hit check or enter, and I'm going to go to this channel 1. I'm going to right click on it. You don't have to do this, but you should. Okay, and it says kick there. We're all lined up. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to spread things a little bigger here. So we have a bigger playlist. There we go. Okay, I'm going to drop this box. So I've had these all highlighted here. This has to be highlighted green. That has to be green, this little thing. And so that has to say kick, and we're going to drop it in there. And now we have an empty box here that all of our kicks are going to go into. So once I hit a kick here, a left button click to activate one, you're going to see a little tiny little spot in there. And that's going to activate the MIDI kick. So I'll hit play, and we'll let it run through. Cool. So I'm going to keep going with that. And we're just going to drop some in here. I'm not trying to make it. I'm just trying to get it done. So there you go. So there's your kick pattern. Okay. You can make it whatever you want. You can spend more time doing this. I'm just showing you how to get it done here. Okay. Hit the space bar to stop. We're going to go to the next one. We're going to enter our claps. Okay. Hit it again. You're going to go here, clap, CLAP, enter. You're going to go over here if you want to. Hit clap on this. You right click. You don't have to label these. It's nice to stay organized, guys. I promise you. And when you start getting into bigger projects, you're going to have a bunch of, this is going to be like 50 lines deep. And when you're looking for something, you can't tell by the pattern the way it looks. You have to find them all, and they have to match up. So you drop that clap into here. Remember, it has to be green here, clip there, and clap there, okay? And now it is set to you drop this clap in there. See how it showed up here? All right. So remember, right click to get rid of these, and we're just going to make it like a snare pattern, basically. Okay, good. Done. Next one, hi-hat. Gonna go here, hat. For the sake of speed, I'm not going to put it in this here. So we click there, hat, drop it here. We're ready to go. And I'm going to draw this hat line out, and all the way to the end here. There you go. Okay, and so I'm just going to take some out now by hitting the right mouse button. A lot of hats, but whatever. Okay, so you get the gist of it. Now we're there. No way to our beat. I mean, you could leave that. A lot of snare, just because, you know, it's normal. So snare is just I'm just gonna mimic the clap pattern. Snares hit there. We're gonna drop it into here. Boom. Oh, we don't have to do that. But so if you end up moving these, you have to line up all the same. Okay, so because when you go to dub them or to, you know, duplicate it, they need to be lined up in time, and this all has to be in time, or you're gonna have problems. Okay, so we'll add the snare pattern. So same thing as the what do you call it? The clap. Okay, done. Good, we get it. We did. We're on our way to take the metronome off. Let's do it again. Okay, you want to come over here and do some mixing, probably. I'll turn my headphones up. I don't know how loud this is. Hopefully, it's loud enough for you guys. Everything is kind of loud, but you want to keep things in the mix pretty quiet to start, because when you add stuff, you know, they're going to get all bunched up near the top and they'll start peaking. You don't want any red on this ever, your master fader. These all lead into the master fader, okay? And this is what your final track's going to be printed out. You also want to leave pretty much everything this empty. Your master fader, you don't want much on, okay? So that sounds pretty good for me. This is from what I can hear. Okay, so let's get into the next thing here. So now we can, you know, it's a fork in the road. Yeah, you can let's add a melody in 115. So I'm going to use a sample now. So we'll show you how to use a waveform into your arrangement, into your mix here. Okay, so it doesn't really matter, but I don't want to use that because I guess I can just use the same one I used last time. No, that's not what we're looking for. Okay, so how do you get these samples, right? Okay, you basically you can download them from the internet or in your cloud here. So FL Studio has this browser. And by the way, this browser is important because it's where you have all your stuff, right? They also have a button here where you can go and get samples from FL, and they have a huge list of just things you can get, and they're pretty awesome. So it's free to try, and then eventually you have to pay for it, but it's convenient because it keeps you within your DAW. So sometimes I'll go off and I'll go grab a sample sample pack from, like, Somatics is a good company, and I'll get stuck on their website, and I won't get back to my project, and I'll just get off track. So it's nice that they have FL has this in their DAW, because you can stay focused within your project, especially when you're working like 10 hours on music. It's like you get distracted sometimes. Okay, but I'm going to go to this little sample thing and pull out the samples. Now, with that being said, this is in 115, right? 115 here. Okay, so when I go to look at it, I'm like, oh no, my waveform is longer than my drum beat. What do I do? What you're going to do is you're going to hit E, copy it. Okay, so E is going to select all these. You're going to hit Command and B. It's going to dub it, and now they're all lined up. If you zoom in on it, which is Z, okay, you're going to look and see if they're all lined up. And they are all lined up together, because if I wanted to duplicate this whole thing now, which I will, okay, this whole score that we made here, we'll do it. So we're going to come back over here, and then hitting the center wheel button, pushing it in. If you have a wheel on your mouse, you can drag and get around the arrangement that way. It's the best way to do it. It's easy. It's because using these things and then scrolling left and right, it's just a pain in the butt. So I'm going to hit E again, and then Command B. Okay, there you go. So now we have you know, we have a mini song here. We've started our arrangement of this song, and when you get into it now, so we're here. Okay, this is pretty loud. I have to also put this on a track. Okay, so we're going to double click it, track it. Okay, normalize it, remove DC offset, pre-mix here. So bring the volume down, or bring the volume down on here as well. See this, you move this, they both move. Okay, it's pretty loud, and then we're going to hit play again. I'm gonna go to my fader. I'm gonna mix that down on the fader as well. All right, cool. Right on, we got a little beat there. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it here because my dog wants to go out. Be right back. Oh yeah, remember to save your project. Let's do that right away. Save. Okay, save it as whatever, banger. Okay, and then we're gonna save it to whatever project folder they tell you to do. Just keep it there. It's easier that way. Okay, so now we're here. Let's record a bass line, a MIDI bass line into our track now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add. If you go here, there's a list of these instrument plugins that you have. Now, I'm not sure that comes. I think the Synth Classic comes with, just the regular FL. So, but any of these would work that have a bass on them. So you can kind of scroll through them. I'm going to go with Harmless. You'll find the bass in here. Hit a basses. Okay, and we're just going to go to a bass. Okay, so I'm using a MIDI keyboard. Okay, you can get them. You'll have to watch a tutorial on how to, get the MIDI cable, plug it in, and set it up. But you can also say you don't have one yet. If you click this button here, it turns your keypad, like your keyboard, your typing keyboard, into a piano. So I'm using my piano. I'm using my keyboard to type in piano, which is kind of cool. All right, I'm going to use to record this. I'm just going to use my keyboard. That's how you do it. So, so we're going to go in and we're going to listen to this a few times, and we're going to write a bass line. Okay, so we'll mess around there, and then we'll add something here. Okay, so we're going to hit. So now we're going to add this to, first off, we're going to put it on channel 6. So I'm just left clicking, pushing up here. Then we're going to add this to our bass line, BASS. Okay, we're going to put it on track 6. Remember that little box? Same thing. We're going to hit this recording. We're going to arm it, and you'll get like a little screen pops up, says, what do you want to record? Click Notes and Automation, and then click Yes or Accept. This is our metronome. We're going to use that, and this button here will give us a count in before it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll start recording. I don't really have anything planned for this, so we're going to see. Okay, so, and we'll start. So once I hit play, that means we're cued and we're good to go. Okay, now that was, I'm getting some latency here because I'm recording all this stuff. So, yeah, that should be all right. So we're gonna go listen to that now. So we put that down. If you double click on it, okay, you're gonna go to go to this corner here, and you're gonna hit Tools. You're gonna go to Quantize. Okay, this is gonna put everything into time for you. So say you are a little bit off here and there. This will put it into time. You just hit Accept, and it's changed everything. It doesn't change the notes, but it changes where the pattern is and where it's all those notes start and finish. So you can see that I'm a little off. So what you do is you come in, and any like discrepancies that you feel like you might be, that sound a little weird, didn't it? We'll play this part again. So those are like a half note off. So let's try that again. I gotta go back further. Okay, that's good. We're gonna leave it right on. So basically, we've created a beat here. We'll hit E, and we're gonna dub that. Command B. We're just gonna make it another thing. Okay, and then we'll zoom in on this, and I'm gonna dub this whole thing to make it just a longer arrangement. Now, with this being said, you can let's see here. This is just one way to make it, because what I do here at this point is I would just dub this a few times, and then I would why am I doing so slow? If you hit Shift now, okay, so I've highlighted those. If I hit Shift and hold it down again, it'll just continue that highlight selection. Command B that, and now we're at 30. How long is this? This is we're at a minute long now, and you can start with, like, you know, we're going to record some vocals now, but you can start when you create the song, you can just start by getting rid of the melody, getting rid of or starting just with a bass line, and then you enter into your song and you keep changing it from there. So now we'll talk about recording some vocals. We're going to start a vocal track. So I'm going to go to, what am I on now? 7. Okay. I'm going to go down here and hit record. The record arm. I'm going to go up here, and you should be plugged into your audio input 1 from your mic. If you need to go check out whatever you're using, whether it's a Scarlett 2i2, the correct microphone cables and such, and having it hooked up, because I'm not sure what everybody's using. I have an Apollo interface, so that's what I'm using. So I'm plugged into my first input. So it's got my vocals running through all this stuff now. I believe it's running through here. It looks like it is. And I'm going to stop this. Okay. I'm going to hit this record button. Okay. And when I hit play, it's going to record into the playlist here. It's the track for me. I believe. I think I got it all set up. So we're going to just add some vocals. We're going to make something up, right? I'll just do what I did, I think. I'm checking the mic right now. 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 1, 2, 1. I'm checking the mic right now. I'm checking the mic right now. Let's go. I'm checking the mic right now. I'm checking the mic right now. Okay, there you go. That's the classic hit right there. So we're gonna listen to that. Let's get rid of this metronome. So it's really quiet. I would adjust my levels. I'm not doing that. So what I would do here is I'd turn my gain up on my input. Okay. But if I normalize it, it'll be probably a little weak signal, but it's fine. I'm checking the mic right now. 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 1, 2, 1. I'm checking the mic right now. I'm checking. All right, there you go. There you have it. Basically, we created. I've given you the ways to create a song here. There's multiple ways to do it. I've just given you some skeleton bones to get it done, okay? You're going to save your pattern here again, so I'm going to go back and save it. Always save. Control-S or Command-S, Command-S, Command-S. You should be hitting that all the time. You can go to your backup file. They have backups. So if you say you lose, say you get out of it, oh my God, I didn't save anything. If you go to when you open it up again, you go to revert last backup, it'll just pop back up in front of you. Like everything, it does it every like 7 minutes to 10 minutes, unless you set it to do it every 5 minutes, okay? So that would happen. It would just reopen, and then you'd have to save it again. All right. Let's export this song now. So it's into our mix. We've got a little bit of peak in here right now. So I'll bring these down right now. Doing that. I'm checking the mic right now. I'm checking the mic right now. 1, 2, 1. I'm checking the mic right now. I'm checking the mic right now. Let's go. I'm checking the mic right now. I'm checking the mic right now. Okay, there we go. It's a funny song. I love it. All right, there you go. So now I'm just gonna stop it. I'm gonna save it. I'm not really mixing it like for real. I can't hear it as much as I should be able to. But save it. Now we're gonna export it. We're gonna go into export. So export wave. Now if you want to. You got to pick your file type here. I always pick WAV. If you're just want a smaller file and you just want to send it to one time to one person, just have them check it out, use MP3. But I never use it because it loses. If you want to say it's like the best one you ever recorded and you've printed it once and you print it as an MP3, it's like it's never going to be, once you've sent it somewhere once, you've used it, it is never the same again. So might as well just use a WAV file. You can use a lower quality WAV file, but they're still pretty high quality for the lower ones. So we're going to call it checking. Okay, just leave it whatever it's in the folder it should be in, just leave it there. And then you're going to go to, so this is, you have a bunch of different options here. We're going to click wave, full song, leave remainder. If you're just doing it, like I said, a small, just you want to hear it. And if you want it to be, you're setting it to get mastered, you're going to print these ones in higher bit rates. Okay. But we'll just do 16-bit. Let's see, there we go. So we'll do 16-point sync, and this is just a low quality file basically. And we'll start it 24-point sync, and we'll go for it. So it'll print out. Now, depending on how fast your computer is, this could take take a little longer. But this is a small little file, so it shouldn't be not a big deal. So, and then we'll listen to it. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but what I'll do is I'll put it into the, if you can't hear it, I'll put this file into the playlist. So you can drop these files into the playlist, and now they're just on there. They just automatically transfer into there. So I'll mute these channels by clicking these. I'll just mute them all and then unmute this one. There we go. Check it out. So now it's going to play this into the track. I'm checking the mic right now. 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 1, 2. I'm checking the mic right now. I'm checking the mic right now. Let's go. I'm checking. All right, great. So there it is, guys. That is, in 22 minutes, how to create your first beat, or get into making different types of beats or different ways to make a beat and record some vocals. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be making more of these. Just going in depth into maybe the mixer and what to do next. Once you get to this point, you've learned how to record, then you want to get in depth with mixing, adding plugins and using different synths and just different ways to get involved into your DAW and get really in depth with using the browser and such like that. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, I'll leave some links below about microphones and stuff like that. And hope you guys are all well, man. Happy New Year's. We'll see you guys later. If you want, subscribe to the channel, like it. It's cool. I'd appreciate it. I'll be doing more content. So hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and stay safe out there.